When I was doing a pregame show today, a lot of people called me up, and we do predictions at the end of the game. And somebody asked me, you're going against a 1-9 football team. Why are you not picking the Browns to be bigger, better, and getting bigger wins in a bigger, wider total than what you're projecting? And today's football game is an exact reason why I didn't pick the Browns to blow out the Jacksonville Jaguars. People talk about Mike Glennon, and people talk about a lot of different things about him playing the first time, and it was the first time playing. I think it was almost 2.5 years. And I kind of want to just go ahead and first, before I get into the game, but welcome on. Come on in. Wipe your feet off at the door. It is the barbershop. I'm G. Bush. I am your barber. And welcome to the post-game show. You know how we do. And please hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Please, listen, if you're not, please make sure you hit that subscription bell. Make sure you know that we get blogs and we do everything. We try to do a few of these a week, but I try to have these things uploaded and ready to go after every single game within an hour or so. So if you like content, if you like a breakdown of the game from not only the Browns' perspective, but you like to see it and go behind the enemy lines and see what the other team's thinking, this is a place for you. I do cover the Browns for a living, but I do break down the game, and I hit it from multiple angles, pause. And I make sure that I touch every angle of the game to give you a really thorough breakdown. And I think to be truthful, I give you 20 to 30 minutes. I think I'm one of the guys that really is giving you in-depth, thorough breakdown, and you appreciate that. If you're a fan of honesty, you're a fan of people that telling us like it is, please subscribe to the channel. So one of the things that happens in the NFL, and I think this happens all too often, we get to a point where we believe that one team is here and another team is here. And the reason why the National Football League is so great, and it's a game that I love watching, I'm actually at my parents' house doing a blog. I'm here in my parents' house. I packed my equipment up. I'm at my parents' house, and I'm doing a blog here. As you can see, my location is a little bit different than what you used to. But the reason I love football is because every single game is a different game. Every single week to week is a different play. Every single week to week, there's a new play that goes in. There's a new playbook. Every single week, there's a new set of plays that you're going to run, and you're going to use that game plan and that matchup every single week. So that's why I love so much about football and the game of football, and to see the Jacksonville Jaguars come out and play their tails off and work hard and run the ball, and Mike Glennon not playing in 2 years. It just shows you, when people say this narrative of they're tanking. Listen, I try to give you as much information as I can about some of these players. I've actually played with a lot of guys, played D1, and I'm here to tell you, I'm just gonna give you the real. These guys is never trying to tank, and I'm just giving you that from a real truth perspective. You saw that with Jacksonville today. You tell me that was a team that was out there tanking. You tell me that was a team out there that was wanting a layover so they can go get Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields. These people are proud professionals with families to look after and game checks to get. So when you saying flippantly like we tanking, the Jaguars are terrible, they're 1-9 and they're tanking. No. You got to do a better job of breaking down stuff instead of saying stuff that's flippant and really doesn't have anything to do with the game. I saw Glennon come out there and play a hell of a game. That guy ain't played in 2 years, but you still see what level you have to be to play at the National Football League as far as delivering the football with touch, accuracy, doing all those great things. So when people tell you that they're tanking and this team should blow this team out, the quickest way you want to lose your money is bet on NFL football. But that's why I love the game so much. I'm down here shooting my blog. I get to hang out with my dad, and I think it's the coolest thing in the world. My mom, it's really cool. My mom, she's cooking a meal, and I'm down here doing a blog, and my dad, he's just up there watching the Tampa Bay Buccaneers go against, I think it's the Buccaneers and the Chiefs right now. And, just like so many fans that are Browns fans, how many times have we sat here and played the 1 o'clock game and just been sick to our stomachs because we either lost, we were up, we shot ourselves in the foot, or we thought a couple bad calls went our way, didn't go our way, and then went the other team's way. And how many different times have we been there where we get to sit there and we watching the 4 o'clock game, and the whole time during that 4 o'clock game, you just sitting there rewinding the plays and the penalties that cost you, the drop passes that cost you, the second guessing a coach play calling cost you. And you watching the game and you watching other cities and you just want to be like, man, why can't we be like them? Why can't we be like them other teams? Why can't we be like the Cowboys or the 49ers or the Packers and be competent and throw routes and have routes that are open and not shoot ourselves with penalties and all these different type things? And all of these things are hitting me at once as I see the Browns go 8-3. And I see that clock, and I'm watching the game with my dad, and I'm on Twitter going crazy because I'm a football guy at heart. So a football guy at heart, I break down every play. Some people, it's causality. They're like, did we win or did we lose? If we won, I'm good. If we lost, I'm mad. Me, I live play to play. I'm wired differently. I'm structured to watch every single play and grade every single play. So sometimes people get the misconception that, I'm a hater. You hating on this and you hating on that. And you why are you being so negative? And you got to just understand, I come from a different place, a different era, a different background. When you look in the Cleveland market, when you look at the people that's around, you talk about the people that have played the game at a high level. When you talk about, there's very few people around in the industry that have played or has dedicated their lives to doing this type of stuff. And so when you say like people are hating and we don't enjoy the Browns, times like this bring it up, because for me, I sit back and think about 8-3 and think about how many times in my lifetime that I've seen 8-3, and I can't give you but once, and that was, I think it's 94. But since this iteration, since 99, has not happened. Since this iteration has not happened. And so whether the Browns style points, whether Baker Mayfield throws for 300, 400, 600 yards, or 5 yards and 2 touchdowns, the fact that you are right here, right now, standing next to me means a lot, because you're 8-3 and you got a game coming up against the Tennessee Titans that actually means something. You got a game that we can all be invested in. You got a game where we get to see our name at the top of the leaderboard. You don't think that means something? See, what you can't underestimate is this. No matter if you're a Browns fan that thinks the quarterback is good or not, or whether you like the coach or not, or whether you do whatever you do, it takes a special type person to be a Browns fan. And no matter where we line up on the left side of the line or the right side of the line, at the end of the day, we are all still Browns fans who still have we got the same history. We got the same history, the same passions. Hey, Brian Hoyer was my quarterback just like he was your quarterback. Johnny Manziel, you got to own Johnny Manziel just like I got to own Johnny Manziel. And for everybody who thinks that if you don't want Baker Mayfield to succeed, you really not a Browns fan. And I'm saying that. I'm telling you that. You think we don't want him to play well? You think we don't want him to be lights out? I don't want to go into the T.O. world, but that's my quarterback. It's my quarterback. I don't want to go that far. But the bottom line is this. The jersey comes before everything. And people need to understand that. That jersey comes before anything. Whether the name on the front, the name on the back, it comes before anything. So when we line up and you go around and you go in your community, understand this. It's been years since we had people who've been able to wear their colors with pride. It's been years since I could see my team be in that hunt. It's been years since I seen my team right there talking about marquee matchups. It's December. Man, pinch yourself. It's December, man. I get chills. I get goosebumps. Because I lived this, man. Come on. I get goosebumps from this thing. Go back and check my old blogs, man. Check them out. Check them. I was emotional earlier today because I remembered it was Bottlegate back in the day, playing the Jaguars. Right now, man, I'll tell you, it's the best time to be a Browns fan. And one thing that we got to do at 8-3, no matter where you stand, left side, right side, in the middle, we got to come together. I told you last week we got to come together. It's us versus them. It's Cleveland versus everybody. We got to stop all the game plan. Yeah, on Twitter, if Baker Mayfield overthrows somebody, I'm going to tell you about Baker overthrowing somebody. But I'm your brother. We all brothers and sisters in this Browns thing. Even the people I go back and forth with. We still brothers and sisters. Hey, we can always argue, fight, cuss, and do whatever. But just know your boy G. Bush going to be with you right by your side when we talk about the Steelers. Just know your boy G. Bush going to be right here by your side when we talk about these Ravens. Understand your boy G. Bush will be right in the comments backing you up when people talk about the Denver Broncos. And I don't care. Elway still play for the Broncos in my mind. I be seeing him on the sideline. I got ghost problems. I'm sorry, I just wanted to get that out. I don't want to go into too many rants, but let's get into this game, man. I just want to let y'all know that at 8-3, man, it's time to celebrate. Not celebrate like in the terms of we made it, but feel the gravity of what you're doing. Everybody deserves an opportunity to smell their roses. Everyone. And that includes Baker Mayfield. Understand that when you're a passionate person like him, I can understand how he is because I'm a passionate person. When you're a passionate person and you look at the context of what's going down in the history of the Browns and you say, man, I put the city on my back. You know, I might not play well every single game. I might not throw the ball and I may not be accurate every single play. But I'm still going to give you everything I got. When Nick Chubb, I might not be Lamar Jackson. But I'm going to give you what I got. When Nick Chubb had a play earlier today, I seen Baker Mayfield run down, try to get him a block. That's commendable. It's commendable. Right? Because at the end of the day, his team and the teams he's quarterbacked is 8-3. Does he need to get better on some stuff? Yeah. Yeah, he do. But here's one thing about it. I done seen a lot of people fold up like cheap tents and Christmas trees. Fold up like some old school hangers. Just fold all the way up like paper footballs or origami when the Browns done been down. Browns done been out. The Browns done had penalties. Touchdowns get called back. I done seen a lot of people fold. I'll give him credit. He ain't folded. Let's move to this game. Shout out to the Jaguars. Y'all came to play today. I like the Chenault guy. I like you, Chenault. Hey, You're starting Glennon the rest of the game. Glennon is starting the rest of the year. Doug Marrone. He's starting the rest of the year. He under duress. Short week. Ball on the money. Ball on target. I like the running back they got back there. He runs hard. You know, the Jacksonville Jaguars did not give up today, and they gave the Cleveland Browns all that they wanted. All that they wanted. And I'll give you them, you know how I do a slow clap for them. On to these Browns. Let me get a hell yeah for Jarvis Juice Landry. Welcome back. Jackson Heights home. Randy Watkins. That boy good. That boy good. That boy. Hey, listen. Man, it feel good. I talked about it in the pregame, man. I talked about it in the pregame. And if you're not listening to me on the pregame, get on there. 92.3 The Fan. You can listen to radio.com, man. I talked about it with Anthony Lyman and Ken Carmen. I said, listen, man, he done had a crazy year. Hip surgery, he talked about the painstaking hip surgery. Hip surgeries take you out of the game. When you're talking about your hip flexibility, Jarvis Landry is a craftsman when it comes to in and out of routes, sudden change of motion. Jarvis Landry, that's what Jarvis Landry does. That's why they call him Juice. When you take a look at that surgery and what he did to come back 2 months earlier, nothing short of miraculous. You cannot be underestimated at the fact that you take a look at the situation with Odell Beckham Jr., OBJ goes down. That hurt Jarvis to his core. Y'all don't understand. That's like his brother. That's literally like his brother. So that happens. And then you look at the start of this season. It's probably one of the slowest points at the time. When you look at Jarvis Landry, it's probably one of the slowest individuals of slowest starts of his career. When you look at Jarvis Landry, and you got to take into consideration, he has Hall of Fame numbers first 5-6 years in this league. Didn't have a touchdown coming into this game. Slow clap. Slow clap. I'm proud of you today, bro. You got open. You caught the football today. You look like the Juice. You look like the guy who was one of the first dudes on Hard Knocks that I saw the other week ago telling the guys, hey, bro, is you hurt or you injured? Y'all need to be out there practicing. I mean, he was in and out of his breaks. He caught the football, and I really thought like he really showed why they called him Juice. He really showed why he's really the leader of that receiving corps. And for the first time in a long time, I thought I saw Jarvis Landry. Shout out to him. Let's continue to go on. Let's get to Wyatt Teller. Best football, best guard in the game. Best guard in the game. Don't tell me about nobody else, man. Wyatt Teller is the best guard in the game. He's the most impactful lineman in today's football. You know why Wyatt Teller is the most impactful in today's football game? It's because he not only secures first level, he has the athleticism, and the hunger and the anger, the want to get to the second and third level. Ain't nobody been getting to the second and third level like that. We ain't seen that. When they pull him out and he's pulling, he's getting a 2-for-1. Buy one, get one. Buy one, get one red light district sale, blue light sale, Kohl's, Target, Walmart, J.C. Penney's, Montgomery Wards if you want to go back, Macy's, Kaufman's, Dillard's, Amazon, Blue Prime set. Listen, he's getting 2-for-1 and it might be 3-for-1 if you use your rewards card. He's cleaning up the first level. He's on to the second level, and I'm seeing him consistently. When the Browns pull him with Nick Chubb and Cognizant, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. He's out here like Thanos. When Thanos put the helmet on, you forgot. It's a difference between Thanos in that first half of that Avengers movie and the second half. That first half, he was playing with the injuries. He's like, oh, yeah, I just want to get the Infinity Stones. I'm not going to kill you. I'm not going to hurt you. That second joint, Thanos came back when they tried to rewind the joint. Thanos wasn't playing with them dudes. He hurt Iron Man's feelings. He did the Incredible Hulk dirty. Dirty, low down, dirty shade. Keenan Ivory Waynes. Go search that, by the way. But Wyatt Teller, salute. Let's get to the other guy. There's going to be some people that's going to tell you, and you know I got the crystal ball. I prophesied it all. I told you Freddie Kitchens was going to get hired. I told you I've told you so many different things that have come to pass. I've hit you. I told you Baker Mayfield the last time he threw for 400 in Cincinnati. I told you in the pregame show that he was going to throw for 300 plus with 4 touchdowns. They thought I was crazy. That was me. I was the first one to also call for Freddie Kitchens to get fired. That was also me. I'm emotional. I admit it. There's going to be somebody that's going to tell you this. And I'm going to need you all to understand what they're telling you. Nick Chubb, I know he's a running back. And I know the popular thought process and the popular theory is that you don't pay running backs that bread, that Lucchini, that Skrilla, that greenback, that Fetty fella, that cabbage. But guess what? Sometimes things are different. Sometimes you just see a woman and you say, I'm going to be with her. It don't matter. You're going to be with me. Don't take it that way. I know I'm 6'5" and I'm kind of big. I can never walk up to a woman and say, you're going to be with me. That's domestic violence and I might get shot. I'm just saying you have conviction about it. There you go. Clean that up. Nick Chubb is different. I know y'all want to talk about Todd Gurley. I know y'all want to talk about, all these running backs and people out of the... Listen, Nick Chubb in this game showed you why. That when they tell you on the radio and when they tell you on the television and when some dude in the media writes an article because he thinks he's cute, talking about you don't pay Nick Chubb, you're crazy. Nick Chubb is a dude I would let my daughter date. I ain't even got a daughter yet. Not only is he humble, if y'all want to do identity football, and Cleveland is huge for identity football. Identity football is I understand how you feel because I'm hardworking, you hardworking. I just go to work and put my hard hat on. That's what we do in Cleveland. You do that. You know what? Whatever my wife puts in my lunch pail and my bag, I eat that for lunch. Because guess what? That's what men do. They go to work. That is Nick Chubb. He's the epitome of that. And not only is he the epitome of that, he's not playing games with these dudes. There was an opportunity for the Cleveland Browns to lose this game today. 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, Nick Chubb gets the first down, and guess what they do? Holding 64. It wasn't a hold, by the way. You tried to take that. And I've been calling for it all year, baby. Where's the screen game at? Get Hunt and Chubb on the screen game, baby. Toss it out to him. You need 12. He gets 13. He's not playing around with y'all. He's not going to play with y'all. And I think you got to look at it from the perspective like this. If Nick Chubb is your guy and moving forward, and you got him and Kareem Hunt, they have to stay as a tandem. They have to be a transformer. This is the Power Rangers. You don't split Tommy and Zach up. You don't split the Green Ranger and the Red Ranger up. You don't do it. They got their own Zords. They got their own separate machines, and they can do their thing. If you don't know the reference, go look it up. Together as one, they make an unstoppable tandem. And when you talk about giving him that money, if there's anybody worth that money, he's worth that money. And I'm going to tell you what. Today, he put a team away. Shout out to you. Last but not least, because this blog is 97.5 minutes long, it's going to take me 58 minutes to upload. It's okay. I'm just giving you some content. I was out a little bit. I'm making up for that, right? Cool. I will, by the way, don't think that I'm not doing previews anymore. Previews is coming. Tennessee Titans is this week. Titans week is a big week. 8-3, 8-3 teams. They pounded us last year. They put a gravy on us last year. Coming off, they got sole possession in first place in the AFC South. That's going to be one of the best games of the year. We on the road. Everybody's ramping up for that. There will be a preview for that game. So check out the barbershop. If you're not submitted to, if you're not like the page, if you're not subscribe to it, please subscribe to it, because that's going to be a preview. I'm going to put a lot of work and energy into giving y'all what the rundown is, because this is really pivotal when it comes to the AFC picture. But last but not least, I want to get to this really quickly. I don't want to take up 2 minutes of your time. Let's get into your boy, Baker Mayfield. Now listen, there's a couple throws that Baker missed. I could probably give you a 16-minute breakdown on why he missed it, how he missed it, and how he did it, right? He missed your boy, Hollywood Higgins, in the end zone by 15 yards. It was crazy. I thought he needed a walking cane and sunglasses. Also, he missed Jarvis Landry in that same drive in the red zone. And you can't do that in the red zone. And we can harp on that, and we can go on that. And you know I can get into that bag anytime I want to. And you know all the people can get in your bag, right? But here's the point what I really want to drive home with that. And we'll leave it there and come back and revisit it later. There's going to come a point in time when in big games, he has to hit that. And I'm hoping that these are learning experiences. And behind closed doors, no matter what nobody else says, it's not about hating. Hating is hoping that another man doesn't succeed in doing something because you think it's going to benefit you, right? As a person that's a Browns fan, diehard Browns fan, cover the team for a living, there's no upside to Baker Mayfield failing. Because I got to go on here and talk about this stuff, and I'm watching these games, and I don't want no parts of that. I want my team to be in the Super Bowl, and I've told you, I was the first person to tell you, the Cleveland Browns are America's team. How can I say the Cleveland Browns are America's team and not believe that the Browns are truly the only team left in the game that have true, honest, diehard fans? It's true. That's it. So I'm not hating. But I hope behind closed doors, Kevin Stefanski and Van Pelt are going over these plays and really homing in, really going in and saying, listen, these are come time and playoff time. You have to hit that. I love Chubb. I love Hunt. And for what this told me and and for me playing this game for 20-something years, covering it for another 15, all these years that I've been around this game, I know better. I could try to lie to y'all. I could try to tell you something that I know not to make you feel better about it. But here's the reality. There's going to come a point in time where every single Browns fan is going to say, just like we relied on LeBron to get us that title, we're going to lean on him. I'm sorry. You see, it's what it is. That's the mantle, that's the position, and that's what it comes with it. That's why, to me, LeBron's one of the greatest of all times, because he understood it. He felt it. He ran away from it the first time, but he came back and got the job done. It's going to become a point in time where he's going to have to do it. The encouraging thing about Baker Mayfield is I don't think he'll run from anything. And that's part of the game he got. He ain't going to run from nothing. He'll listen, he's going to go out with your chamber empty, and if it means anything to anybody, if I was in the dark alley and you said, who do you want Bernie Kosar and Baker Mayfield? Give me Baker. No disrespect to Bernie, but I need to fight my way out of a corner, a bar fight, somewhere out in the rural area, and I need to fight my way out of a something. I'll take Baker. I'm not going to lie to you on that. He has that part. The part is, can he fix the other stuff? And I hope Van Pelt and Stefanski is getting to him on that. I will say after the Dover throws, he makes spectacular throws, but then sometimes he comes back with weaker ones. But I will say this. He has intangibles. Whether we want to admit it, you want to admit it, I want to admit it. If somebody's not telling you and not keeping it real with you, he does have intangibles. But to win over a certain segment of our population in the Browns community, he's going to have to win one of these games. Tennessee, Derrick Henry over 150 yards. He's embarrassing Baltimore. He went into Indianapolis and hurt their feelings. This man is about big as me. And if you ain't seen me, I'm sort of a problem. Derrick Henry is definitely a problem because he's in shape. Ryan Tannehill is being efficient. He's doing the same thing that Baker Mayfield's doing. In the end, I really believe that it's a mirror match. I think next week is going to be a really great game, and I just want to everybody enjoy it, win, lose, or draw. If the Browns, come out in that game, and I'm just excited to see that game. Hopefully we get Denzel. Hopefully we get Myles Garrett. Hopefully we get some of these pieces back so we can see them at full tilt. But at the end of the day, that's next week. For tonight, my coach always used to say, we're going to eat good, we're going to drink good, we're going to smoke good, we're going to hang out good, and we're going to go out and we're going to paint the town red because guess what? The Browns are 8-3. Enjoy the night. Get in, get you some treatment, watch that film, and be back here tomorrow. Get ready for Tennessee Titans week. As always, hit that like, subscribe button, and please be in tune with the barbershop. And I appreciate everybody doing their thing because I'm going to still keep representing. Peace. So. Sebi Sosa.